Click. I love Snoop Dogg.
This is not Snoop Dogg.
I love Ice Cube. I mean Ice-T.
Closer?
I love,
His
Eminem.
name is on the... Oh, you're actually getting warmer. But no, it is 50 Cent. Blood on the sand. A game in which you play as 50 Cent and spill lots of blood on the sand.
Well, you can play as 3 other nice men, and I am gonna pick Tony Yayo, because he's the funny chubby one. It looks like a... It looks like a great concert.
I just got owned by 50 Cent and I don't even know what he said.
Look at the thing on his back. What is that?
Waste this fucker. Please. Please, I tried to stop them. Wrong motherfucking answer. Wait!
Wait, my face looks like a potato. This amuses Mr. 50, does it not? Show me this potato.
It's a fucking ambush. Go the other way.
We're getting ambushed by flaming trucks. Go the other way. It's the flaming truck clan.
There's some of the gangsters that do gangstery gang things with all of the gangs that run gangland. "50 really has no respect for the dead. He's gonna toss you out."
No, he doesn't.
Oh, you mean that skull is from a real person? Let me put it in my duffel bag. Whatever.
Put it in with my head bag, where all my other nice skulls are kept.
Huzzah! Oh god, jiggle physics.
Yeah. I like how he just sits there like, how's this gonna play out?
DOA Iranian edition.
Oh, and when he fell, and when the camera angle switched, he has different guns in both camera angles.
Where'd she go? That bitch took my skull. I'm with you, 50. Let's go.
That's the motto for this LP. That bitch took my skull. Where is my skull? I need my skull. Oh, and if you ever hear 50 just start saying profanities
Go
like
ahead,
right
pop
here.
off, bitch.
Go ahead, pop off,
Fucking
bitch.
die.
There's a button specifically for swearing.
That trick went up there.
By the way, later on you can upgrade your swears.
Let's go.
You can do co-op actions.
Does it have any in-game effect other than changing the dialogue?
Bonus points. I'm not kidding. See in the top right you have points. It kind of works like Mercenaries in Resident Evil, where if you get combos and stuff. Oh, and you have these quick time events. These were from the first 50 game, and they're back. Yep.
Good job. You punched that guy 3 times and he's dead.
Well, watch how he melees this. Eh.
Holy shit! 50 hates crates! Your skull is not in those crates, man. It's alright.
Oh, and what's funny is that for like the first 2/3 of the game, you don't really need to take cover ever. You can take so many bullets, everybody dies so fast.
Well, one thing about 50 that everybody knows is he was one shot 9 times.
And didn't die, yeah.
He just came right back.
I'm just gonna stab this man to death.
That's why I'm surprised he even wears a vest. The man is literally bulletproof.
Get this. Just wait for this. You think he's bulletproof? Well, he's borderproof! Mortars barely do any damage to 50. He has evolved past being just bulletproof. I can punch through walls!
Is he safe?
If you have the money, I will
I really love how in that cutscene he's like, if you have the money, you can get the guns, and 50 looks really worried. It's like it's like 50's just thinking, but if I got no skull, I don't got no money, but I need money to buy weapons to get my skull.
Truly a paradox. That's sort of. Whoa, that was juicy. So never mind what I'm talking about.
They got my skull. Everything's got my skull. I hate everything. Just give me back my skull. Where is skull?
Down we go, I guess.
Down we go, I guess.
I guess.
Whoa, check out this view.
Like, I feel like the map designer wrote that line in. Hey Tony, what's up?
That is a mighty
Not much, I
impressive.
guess.
Has 50 never seen palm trees before? Like, he has been to California, right?
I don't know, but I need to swear at him some more.
You motherfucker!
You are new here, so let me give you one piece of advice. Trust no one.
It's owned by a man named Yazid.
You can trust him.
I take your word for it.
Okay, nobody say anything, just look at 50's hips, watch them move.
It's like you're holding a bobblehead by the head and watching it just wiggle around. No, what one of those hula girls you put up on your dashboard? That's what.
I wonder if Tony's like fireproof. Let's see.
No, I'm.
Yep. It just kind of sizzles out.
It's like a tiny signal flare implanted in his chest.
Yep, they're on fire now.
50 and his crew are treating this like vacation. This is much better.
Oh.
I can't believe we almost went to Disneyland, man. This is tight.
Okay, you just said that. Later on, it gets that type of remarks come up again, but it's just way over the top. Like they are really having fun murdering everybody, and they're just loving it
That
and eating
bitch
all that
stealing
shit
your skull is the best thing that ever happened to us, 50.
I'm waiting for Tony Yayo to come down so I can ambush him. Ah! Oh, I missed.
Why?
I'll get you next time, Tony. I'll get
What?
you. Ah!
Where's the strip club at?
Tony, I want to be close to you.
Okay, let's go.
What does strip clubs
Where you
have
at,
to do
bitches?
with the skull?
50 Cent, motherfucker.
We got it. I'm just swearing a whole bunch. Nope.
No, it's just the door.
No.
Oh.
It's just there was just one crate of shine.
How
That's
did he
it.
get way out in front of you?
I don't know. Tony's really fast.
Tony Yayo, you are magical.
Taunts have stats.
Profanity, bragging, and triple X, huh?
Hell yes, I have all of them. I have the Gangsta Taunt Pack, the Pimp Taunt Pack, and believe me, Mac Daddy Taunt Pack. Level 5 triple X bragging and profanity, bitch. Ah! That was worth it.
That was like Transformers 2 level of just religious awe over violence. Well, I think now is when we should introduce our audience to a little information about Tony Yayo.
Yep.
Now, he hasn't been met with very much solo success outside of the G-Unit family, but an interesting thing is that when G-Unit was blowing up in popularity, he was actually in jail. So members of G-Unit and their friends in other areas of the rap world tended to wear free Yayo t-shirts in their videos and appearances, but he never knew it because the people he was imprisoned with always wanted to watch sports instead. Until he begged them to let him watch the Grammys, and he finally saw the Free Yayo campaign.
What was he in jail for?
Being Tony Yayo, I don't know.
Okay.
I want to see 50 Cent like merge with the Speed Force. That'd be awesome.
Also,
All of y'all fucking men.
we've got explosive ammo now. It's pretty cool. Hey Tony, are you explode proof? Yep.
It makes his eyes glow like the devil.
It's how 50 shows how he loves them. He makes their faces explode.
Good. He's gonna get an extra special delivery with that liquor. Rolling Stone! Yo, 50, jump over that big ass ramp!
Oh hell yeah, big ass ramp. Whoa. Whoa.
That seems like it did a whole lot more harm than good.
I like how we're murdering all these people, and then all of a sudden Tony's just, holy shit, a ramp, you gotta jump that!
I don't care about heroin, give me my skull.
Skulls, waiting for textures to load. I will not move into a level until textures have loaded. It bothers me so much.
I just thought every video was going to start with a little booty jiggle from me.
Well, maybe they will. Maybe if you behave well, you'll get lots of wiggle in every video.
Santa Claus!
Santa, no!
Maybe it's his skull sent back in time from the future.
Whoa! Hey, you just spoiled the whole game. I just took a rocket to my torso and I'm still alive.
Twice! is already full again.
Yeah, I know. Goodbye, Santa. You weren't the real Santa after all.
But if you put on his coat, you'll become the new Santa. It's like Tim Allen.
It should be the next 50's next game. Like
the 50 clause.
Absolutely. Just combine it with a free sandbox. Just make it a sandbox game, and you got a 50 sleigh, and it's got miniguns on the side.
Children.
Yeah, and you get it.
Flaming death to anyone who isn't down with G Unit, I guess.
Yeah, and you can just you don't have reindeer, you got hose instead, and I think 50 would think that's pretty sweet. Oh, there's gonna be a cut here
now
because
it's a shopping mall. Here we go.
There's gonna be a cut here because I want to show a really hilarious 50 Cent death in just a second.
You can actually die in this game?
Yes! Just watch! Here it comes! Here comes 50's really hilarious Ragdoll death. Uh-oh, 50, you're in danger. Peekaboo! God, that's so...
Seriously?
God.
That's inhuman.
I know. And they never programmed 50 to have any facial motions in-game. So he just has this glassy-eyed stare that never fades. And it's just so creepy. He's a robot. 50 is a robot. Those only
playing Suikoden and Final Fantasy. I don't know what the fuck.
What the hell? What type of games are those? You can't shoot guns. You just press buttons. What's going on? What's all these numbers?
What's Bert's Epic Quest? I ain't never heard of that shit.
Hey, don't reference my video game that I've never finished. Oh, here comes a rocket. Ooh. I almost exploded.
That rocket gave you health.
I know.
I don't understand that one bit.
Well, you see, 50's magic vest turned into a life missile. Just wait till we get around to DJ Blue Kid, man.
Oh, spoilers.
He's the worst voice actor out of all of them. He sounds like he's constantly in puberty.
Oh no, a grenade. I will take 3 steps to the left. Whew.
Okay, look. It doesn't even matter if I take a step to the left. I was on a bridge and it landed right on top of my head and it did nothing.
I'm pretty sure that the soundtrack isn't just like playing. 50's actually singing during the whole game. Where's all that wealth from the oil we've been selling to the Western powers for the last 3 decades?
Oh, it's in crates. Oh, god damn it, 50 Cent took it again. 50, please stop.
We also used quite a bit of it to build a giant luxury hotel, but then 50 Cent's helicopter friends blew it up.
It was so nice. It's been there for years, and we were finally going to use it. We were finally going to take a nap in it, and then it blew up. Thanks a lot, 50.
Is that the best shit you got?
You know how I like to shoot them? Well, there's more blood when you shoot with this.
Oh my god.
And, well, it seems that Lloyd Banks is filled with jelly.
There is more blood on that pillar than in all of Dragon Age. Jesus Christ.
I just wanted to see how high I could get it up on that pillar. Pretty high.
Check this. This is the best you got. Time to die.
50, leave him alone. He's helping you.
Fuck! Oh shit! Going down, Kamal.
I like how he says Kamal. Kamal. Going down, Kamal. I'm gonna get you.
Now, was that like the actual line, or were you pressing the swear button right there?
No, that was the actual line.
What's 50 got against helicopters?
Okay, I'm gonna pose to you a hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
What would happen?
Please do.
What would happen if 2 men came up to 50 and were actually threatening? Well, this is what happens. 50 teleports them to the 50 dimension and murders them while nobody else can touch them. It's an empty void with grungy filters. All that exists in the 50 zone is 50 and the man he's about to murder. That's it. all that's in that place.
Zone. I want to go to the Fitty Zone. Like a
it has
a
many names.
first class ticket to the Fitty Zone is what you can get me for Christmas. Okay.
Okay. It has a lot of names. Sometimes it's just the own zone, Fitty space, Fitty zone. Here's a switch or a lever.
It is
Whoa.
many splendored, and it is found in legends of different cultures across the globe.
If you go to lots of like Mayan ruins and you look at stuff like etched on walls, you will see hints at 50 Cent in the 50
The
space.
surprising thing is the Fitty Zone is the Wu-Tang secret.
Lloyd Banks is just sitting there doing nothing.
Still better than Tony Yayo.
He might have shot like 3 bullets at a wall.
That is 6 bullets more than Tony Yayo.
Guns,
Good.
magazines,
Guns.
posters of me.
Gun plus gun equals more gun.
Yep.
That is the key to victory.
Okay, wait for it.
They were killed by the aura of Fitty.
Any second, commence the jiggling.
Yes!
I said in the cutscene, but it'll be cut out, so I'll say it again. Fitty just thought to himself, I've seen these vans before.
I've seen these vans before.
That never comes up again. Never. Never ever. A barrel can't explode unless it kills something. So the universe will always spawn something to be killed by that
How
barrel.
did that guy get through the shutter?
He just rolled under it. It's...
Why can't you do that? Why can't you do that?
Hey, what's up, Lloyd? Let's keep it down on the low by shooting everything.
How you like this?
Yeah, how do you like that, Shutter?
How do you...
How do you like that? Look,
playing
look at that. There are fighter jets involved in this now. Oh, here's a new one.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I
You
fucked it
disemboweled
up. Fitty
him.
zone!
He survived.
Yeah! Alright! Body slam!
Oh my god! Is the skull part of the anti-life equation?
Yo, this way,
Yep.
man. Shit, and I thought our hotel was bad. No offense, man, bro. Nowhere to kick it, no hoes.
Are you dropping a neg on Anwar? What the hell, Fitty? What the hell? Anwar, you're a terrible travel agent. And by travel agent, I mean arms dealer. What? Dude, how many times have you died? Was the, like, Ragdoll getting caught in the geometry death the only death?
Yeah, that's the only death I've had in this game so far, I think.
I thought so.
There's one, like, area that gives me a little bit of trouble. It's like a video or two later on, where I actually do die a few times, just because, like, the enemy placement and cover placement is really weird, and it kind of sucks. But other than that, yeah, I never die in this game. All we do for this whole level is just find little radios, and then we plant C4 and blow up all the radios.
Couldn't you just shoot a radio?
Look,
oh,
look at that.
Jesus Christ!
I know! It's horrible!
That's
I'm glad
terrible.
that they disappear.
Those are the pictures that they don't let come over from the war.
No, but oh, I like the physics there.
Oh dear.
Oh, they even programmed bleeding.
My God, I think he dislocated his joints.
Oh, by the way, it's not. It's a little bit later in this video, but there's a really like out of place joke in this video. Like when you hear it, you'll know it.
How you like it?
How do you like me helping you, Lloyd?
These were Kamal's best troops. They were the ones who were going to make the grade. Come to me.
These are Kamal's best troops.
If only we didn't run out that narrow door. I've been getting tons of explosive ammo for the last couple of challenges, but I'm saving them up for something later in this video. You'll see why.
What the fuck is that smell? Shit happens, Fit.
That was a poop joke.
That was the joke?
No.
It was there's a joke that's worse than the poop joke while lifting the shutter.
I don't know if
Really?
the joke's worse, it's just, I just took 3 rockets to my torso. Look at my health.
It almost got you for a second.
3 rockets. Oh, I think the joke is after the shutter.
Need some help over here. Die, die.
Everybody shut up! Everybody shut up!
Fucking dead.
Like, it's really out of place for your 50 Cent game.
You stupid motherfucker. Come on, bitch.
Look at that up there. I don't think that's OSHA approved.
Really? An OSHA joke in a 50 Cent game? It's just...
Hey, Lloyd Banks knows that the rap game won't be good to him forever. He's studying to, like, be an environmental regulator.
It's just... Like, I didn't even notice that line the first time I played this.
Once he puts out another couple albums, he's gonna join the civil service. He's inspired by President Obama.
Well, good for him.
He's gonna be an ocean inspector. He's studying up. He's taking his tests.
Good for Lloyd Banks. I really, really wish that Tony Yayo had a gimmick where he turns into a dog.
Withdraw all funds. Oh, I do my banking online.
I told you he's serious about his banking! Oh no, we've been double-crossed. What a surprise.
No. We've been double-crossed again. Every time we hire people to work with, they try to kill us. Imagine that.
Okay,
People have
boss
to go
fight.
to work.
This is why I saved up all my explosive ammo.
Get it, motherfucker.
I want to take down the helicopter with a handgun.
Here's cheats, infinite grenades, there's like God mode, stuff like that where your biceps
you
are
need
like,
it.
but look, infinite explosive ammo. I'm using
Hell
that.
yes.
Using that just for the next like chunk of the level.
This will be glorious and indistinguishable from regular gameplay.
Well, this is DJ Woo Kid, and I'm hunting him down.
The most dangerous game, Woo Kid.
Oh, watch this. Watch what happens when I shoot him here. Normal jelly, but look, the jelly got stuck in the air.
All of y'all fucking maggot.
Not only that, it's maggot infested.
This level here is like the start of the levels that have like weird cover placement and where I die, because I'm just being... I have no caution in this level like, you know, the rest of the game, but you need caution here or else you actually die. Like right here, I'm gonna die because the car explodes. Ow! That car blew up. Ouch. Anyways, it's kind of hard to get enemies here just because this fence is in the way and they block all my bullets because the collision detection is bad.
The fence is better than Tony Yayo. My favorite part about Dr. No is in the book he has contact lenses. And that's considered like really high-tech villain technology.
Holy shit. I better not lose him. Shooting people brings them back to life.
So, really you're offering the gift of reincarnation to all these terrorists.
Yes. Neck snap.
So they can have a better life.
I'm gonna make that into a wallpaper for everybody.
Oh yes! Wallpaper nothing, I want a looping GIF. He's the face of the angel of death!
Oh, look at that woman. I don't know what 50 thinks about that woman.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, I
Bitch took
guess.
my crown. Yes, you have to do that every time now.
I don't think I'd do it for the rest of this video or the next
That's
video.
amazing.
I'll do it again sometime.
Does the skull contain the Philosopher's Stone?
Yes.
Okay. It all makes sense now.
Yes,
now
it
I
does.
know why everyone's after
Watch
it.
this.
Oh,
Oh, here comes a new move.
oh.
And then he just teleports to the ground.
That face, that demonic face.
You are dead. You were dead the moment you saw me.
The problem is how to find a Goomba stick.
There's our exit. We should be able to get to the stage.
I don't know. I'm not sure how that works.
Well, I'm not going to give it up, but believe me, it's worth it. It's worth the effort.
Man, I'm
You just got to
curious.
search for yourself.
I'm curious now, man.
Kamal overlooked the fact that I'm bulletproof.
I knew
Get
it!
to the stage before Kamal escapes. We must be
Fire equals bullets.
I knew it! He is bulletproof and he knows it.
I don't know, this level, the previous level, and I guess the next level, which is also in this video, are like the only parts of the game where it's like they actually thought of making levels that were interesting to look at.
Oh yeah, I can't help but stare at these gray pillars.
Well, I mean, it's color-wise, yeah, it's crap, but at least it's like a building that's blown up and on fire and shit instead of just brown.
At the
Nothing
end of the day,
special about
Kid,
this.
updates his Wikipedia page in order to include these events. That's the unlockable bonus level.
All right. It's just a real-life video of 50 Cent typing stuff into his own Wikipedia. And then just constantly refreshing it every 5 seconds to see if somebody's changing it.
Don't you dare revert that, bitch! Citation needed my ass!
It's blocked! No way we're going through there!
He makes lots of false claims that he believes to actually be true about himself.
What you mean neutral point of view, sucker?
And he gets into lots of fights with the people who just sit there and moderate Wikipedia all day, and so it's just a back and forth. Every 5 seconds he's adding something, and they're deleting something.
Did just teleport?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Watch 50 go up every tiny ladder bit there. Look at that. You can't skip.
I don't know what you're talking about. That is badass.
You can't skip 3 of those at a time, 50? You're pretty tall.
That's not OSHA approved, man.
Okay.
That's not OSHA approved.
Here's a stash of rockets.
Rockets.
Load up. This is gonna get tougher.
I wonder what I need rockets for. The way they program the helicopter's AI is like it sits around a lot and shoots rockets, but like I shoot it here and it will almost every single time the helicopter will move like 5 inches to the left and you will miss. The only real like that. And the rockets move a lot slower than you think. Like you just sat there for no reason that time. The helicopter's farther away than it looks, and the rockets move slower than you think, so it's really hard to actually like lead a shot in these things. So you have to pretty much use slow motion to actually hit them with rockets. Or you can just save up all your explosive ammo and kill them in 10 seconds. This level has the most bloodshed out of any of them. I've never actually done a kill count for this level, but I'm gonna say it's at least 100 men that we murder, and many trucks. Many trucks
blow up. They all
up.
took your skull. They all had a hand in it. Every single one is guilty by association.
I'm gonna say we destroy at least 4 villages in this level. I had to like almost mute the actual game audio for this level because you're pretty much always shooting the minigun, and it's very loud, and it just drowns everything else out.
At the same time, relations between the sexes, which were already antagonistic and mutually exploitative in the ghetto world of the 1960s, had by the 1980s lost all connection to conventional family values. According to Anderson, this is Elijah Anderson, famous for his ethnographies of the urban underclass. According to Anderson, by the late 1980s, sexual relations in the ghetto had degenerated into a vicious, competitive contest in which young men and women exploited one another with diametrically opposed goals. For young ghetto men, sex had become strictly a means of enhancing status among male peers and of experiencing pleasure at the expense of women. To the young man, the woman becomes, in her most profound sense, a sexual object. Her body and mind are the object of the sexual game, to be won for personal aggrandizement. Status goes to the winner, and sex is prized not as a testament of love, but as a testimony to control of another human being. Sex is the prize, and sexual conquests are a game whose goal is to make a fool of the young woman. Now you're wondering how this connects to rap? Well, on pages 176 and 177, that connection is made. Skipping ahead. An unabashedly misogynist viewpoint is extolled by rap groups such as NWA, Niggas with Attitude, whose song A Bitch is a Bitch depicts black women as scheming, vain, whining mercenaries whose goal is to deprive black men of their self-esteem, money, and possession. In the view of NWA, women are good for little more than sex, and their incessant demands for attention, constant requests for money and support, and their ever-present threats to male pride can only be checked through violence, because a bitch is a bitch. The female side of this issue is aired by the female rap group HWA, Hoes, Whores with Attitude, in songs such as A Trick is a Trick, Little Dick, and 1-900 Bitches, which attack men as vain, superficial creatures who are incompetent in their lovemaking, ill-equipped to satisfy, and prone to meaningless violence when their inflated pride is punctured. Their metaphor for the state of male-female relations in the ghetto is that of a whorehouse, where all women are whores and men are either tricks or pimps. The inner notes The liner notes leave little doubt as to the group's message. Everybody is a pimp of some kind, and pimpin' is easy when you got a hoe with attitude.
In that time, I killed 200 people.
Take that, fucking pussy!
Now, Fiddy, what did I just tell you? Weren't you listening? You're part of a social structure that is larger than you.
A bunch of fucking pussies that can't even stand up to this minigun in this helicopter.
You know what the best thing is?
What?
Making French toast out of banana nut bread.
Whoa.
Oh, and having it with a bit of peanut butter.
Whoa. This is just like that time you told me about putting goldfish in tacos 2 LPs ago. Why do I remember that?
Yeah, but this isn't something I did for the fun of it. This is actually a restaurant recipe. I can feel it. I feel the waves of America. Jefferson looks down on this and smiles.
Oh, we just blew up all of whatever that was. You can tell we really fucked it up because that giant pipe fell down. And it pushed that bit of fence over. Alright.
It's a Rube Goldberg machine of death.
This is how 50 plays Mousetrap.
You're gonna handgun snipe all the way across this giant gourd?
Yep.
I love it!
This is the end game, and this is where they went, oh wait, this game is supposed to be challenging, and there should actually be some threat of you dying. So what they decided to ramp up the difficulty a little bit. It's not very noticeable in this part, but some later areas it is. Oh, there's a target.
Target. I noticed that the screen went gray like twice already.
I know. They didn't really do it by making the guys stronger. They just throw more dudes at you. Look at this sign. Fast food. Good food.
Good food.
The finest burgers.
It's the most colorful thing in the whole game.
I know. Oh, watch what this guy does.
That's not how cover works.
But he has the higher ground now. That's how fighting works.
How you like this?
It's still for padding out time.
Yeah.
I go for the present. Check out all the stats in this place.
I love when you hit the swear button whenever they're lifting the shutter, because it makes me imagine Fiddy as a personal trainer. Like if I went to the gym and paid for the deluxe membership, I could have 50 Cent standing over me while I press. Come on, bitch! You can do better than that, motherfucker! The depth of isolation in the ghetto is also evident in black speech patterns, which have evolved steadily away from standard American English. Because of their intense social isolation, many ghetto residents have come to speak a language that is increasingly remote from that spoken by American whites. Black street speech, or more formally, Black English vernacular, has its roots in the West Indian Creole and Scots-Irish dialects of the 18th century. As linguists have shown, it is by no means a degenerate or illogical version of standard American English. Rather, it constitutes a complex, rich, and expressive language in its own right, with a consistent grammar, pronunciation, and lexicon all its own. It evolved independently from standard American English because blacks were historically separated from whites by caste, class, and region. But among the most powerful influences on black speech has been the residential segregation that blacks have experienced since early in the century. For several decades, the linguist William Laboff and his colleagues have systematically taped, transcribed, and analyzed black and white speech patterns in American cities. In city after city, they've found that whites constitute a single speech community defined by a single set of norms and a single extraordinarily uniform structural base. Linguistic features pass freely across ethnic lines within the white community, but not across racial lines. Blacks have nothing to do with these sound changes in process. Divergent black and white speech patterns provide stark evidence of the structural limits to interracial communication that come with high levels of residential segregation. Whereas white speech has become more regionally specialized over time, linguistic patterns varying increasingly between metropolitan areas. Laboff and his colleagues found precisely the opposite pattern for Black English. It has become progressively more uniform across urban areas. Over the past 2 decades, the Black English vernaculars of Boston, Chicago, Detroit, New York, and Philadelphia have become increasingly similar in their grammatical structure and lexicon, reflecting urban blacks' common social and economic isolation within urban America. Although black speech has become more uniform internally, however, as a dialect, it has drifted farther and farther away from the form and structure of standard American English.
According to Leibov's measurements, blacks and whites in the United States increasingly speak different tongues with different grammatical rules, different pronunciation, and separate vocabularies. Leibov concluded that this separate linguistic evolution stems from the high degree of segregation imposed on blacks in U.S. urban areas, which confines them to isolated and self-contained Hispanic linguistic communities. In a series of critical tests, he and Wendell Harris demonstrated that the less contact blacks have with whites, the greater their reliance on Black English vernacular and the less their ability to speak standard American English. Blacks who live within the ghetto in particular display speech patterns that are quite remote from the dialect spoken by most white Americans. Because of segregation, the languages spoken by blacks and whites are moving toward mutual unintelligibility. The recognition of Black English vernacular's progressive evolution away from standard American English in no way implies that it is inferior as a language, nor does the fact that whites may have a difficult time understanding Black English mean that it is flawed as a medium of human communication. The linguistic drift of Black English does, however, symbolize the breakdown of communication between the races and suggests at least two additional barriers to Black socioeconomic advancement. U.S. schools rely almost exclusively on the standard dialect for instruction and exposition. Thus, when children grow up speaking Black English vernacular rather than standard American English, their educational progress is seriously hampered. When ghetto children enter schools where texts and instructional materials are all written in standard English, and where teachers speak primarily in this dialect, they experience a culture shock akin to that felt by immigrant children from non-English speaking countries. It's a second barrier to socioeconomic achievement.
1 minute left!
The ability to speak, write, and communicate effectively in standard American English is essential for employment in most white-collar jobs. The ability to speak standard English, at least, is also widely demanded by employers for clerical or service positions that bring job holders into frequent contact with the general public, most of whom are white. Employers make frequent use of language as a screening device for blue-collar jobs, even those that involve little or no interaction with the public. They assume that people who speak Black English carry street culture that devalues behaviors and attitudes consistent with being a good worker, such as regularity, punctuality, dependability, and respect for authority. The inability to communicate in standard American English therefore presents serious obstacles to socioeconomic advancement. Black Americans who aspire to socioeconomic success generally must acquire facility in standard English as a precondition of advancement, even if they retain a fluency in Black speech. Successful blacks who have grown up in the ghetto literally become bilingual, learning to switch back and forth between Black and white dialects depending on the social context. This code switching involves not only a change of words, but a shift between the contrasting cultures and identities. Although some people have the ability to make this shift without difficulty, it requires social and psychological problems for others. For someone raised in a segregated environment of the ghetto, adopting white linguistic conventions can seem like a betrayal of Black culture, a phony attempt to deny the reality of one's blackness. As a result, Black people who regularly speak standard American English often encounter strong disapproval from other blacks. Many well-educated blacks recall with some bitterness the ridicule and ostracism they suffered as children for the sin of talking white. In conclusion, stop typing like your ghetto, you fat white kids at your computers. God damn it.
I always screw up this counter kill. There's a long animation before I actually have to press a button.
You just kung fu'd his ass.
I know. That was the last counter kill that I had not showed off.
Stop being Yayo and then we can be friends again.
I'll try. I'll have to exercise him out. I'm not sure how you exercise a Yayo, though.
Well, Fiddy was a personal trainer last time, so. Oh, punning it up in here because I ran out of sociology notes, thankfully. I'm sure everyone hated that.
And also,
you don't even have to kill anyone.
And also get a couple killing sprees.
You
and then you're
just
good.
Passed up the target.
I know. I didn't notice
You're doing this just
that.
to spite me, I swear.
No. It's just, it's a lot harder.
Don't lie to me.
It's a lot harder to find the targets. I used a walkthrough when I got them last time.
I just
was too lazy.
it. I saw it.
I know.
I'm looking at it.
I saw it when I was editing the video. Oh hey, we actually have new enemies.
You're shooting thugs.
Yeah, we got normal thugs now instead of terrorists.
The disciples of 50. What happened?
I don't know, but I'm gonna kill 5 men with 1 grenade.
Well, that's skill.
Another man.
The screams of the dead are delicious.
Oh, and watch this. 3 guys all in a line. I love that.
Oh.
But one of them somehow survived. So I will...
How dare he?
So I will kung fu stab him to death. I just love that little hand thing he does right at the end.
I know, it's like Mr. Miyagi stabbing a guy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's an achievement called Blood Diamonds.
Yep.
We are in Africa.
Oh, wait. Get this. 50 Cent in an interview said that the movie Blood Diamonds inspired this game. He watched the movie Blood Diamonds, and then he made this game. Look at this, Lord of the Bling.
What?
I won.
Is this movie time with Fiddy?
I think so.
Shoot for the thing that's not brown.
See, that's why it has such a desaturated color palette. Make the enemies more readable. Except they're usually brown too.
Are they from Tron or something? Why do they glow? Why do they glow?
It's Fiddy Vision. There's another superpower I forgot to mention he had.
That's my skull. You promised if I delivered him to you.
Of course. All you gotta do is succeed where Kamal failed. Kill 50, and it's all yours.
But he never signed my albums.
Well, just deserts. Deserts. Kill Anwar. There he is.
Oh, God.
Too bad
It is an honor to be punched by you, Mr. 50 Cent.
If I wouldn't have killed him so fast, you would have been able to see that, Anwar actually has explosive bullets.
Well, that's where you get them from. Now I get it.
Yeah. And he can also take more than one rocket to the face before he dies. So he actually has some powers similar to 50.
So he really has been trying to emulate Fiddy his entire life.
Yes.
It's also consistent with his character.
Wow, they actually did their homework.
Motherfucking cocksucker! Try some of this shit.
So it's a voice-activated C4 and the key code.
50,
This
no,
one time I tried scoring with a bitch, but then her family died and I didn't get none. I learned my lesson that day.
50, no, you're getting soft. In more way than one, no!
Must be the switch for the shutters.
So what's the deal, Fifth? We gonna hit it or find ourselves a way
This
around?
is the great moral choice in 50 Cent.
Alright, so if we open the shutter, what's behind the shutter?
A shortcut through level. We get to skip like a third of the level.
But we'll doom
Leela.
what's her name's family.
Yeah, Leela and her family. So you can go through here, and then you still have to open the shutter the normal way.
Go this way, man, over here.
Yes, I'm aware of the shutters. I have seen the shutters. The shutters keep getting in our way.
By the way, opening the shutter gives you a different ending, but the other ending's better. So we're gonna go around the long way. But don't worry, you'll be able to see both endings. His watch says G-Unit.
You fucking bitch.
Oh, don't take it so bad. It's not personal, 50. Well, there. Sorry, baby. You know what they say about girls and diamonds.
So the game begins with Bitch Took My Skull and ends with Bitch Took My Skull?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a total full circle game.
Yeah. This is yet another helicopter fight. It's the last helicopter fight, thank God.
Holy God!
Whoa!
Finish then.
Yayo killed a man.
How dare he? He's stealing your points.
Stop taking my points, Yayo.
There it is. Oh no! You scamp! You're pissing me off, 50.
Got all the posters at least.
So, congratulations. Does that mean he's dead?
I don't know. You don't see him blow up.
Well, then he's
or
not
crash.
Dead.
Oh, okay.
Concrete barricades are not big-ass ramps, Vinny.
Everything's a big-ass ramp.
That is not a big-ass ramp.
So this is the final level. A driving level. Alright.
And I guess the meter in the bottom... Oh, you have health and gas?
Yeah, tank got shot, and so you gotta reach the end before you run out of fuel, because you're constantly leaking it. Oh. The first driving level was way more... It was a lot better than this. It's just a couple Jeeps that you bump into and then they blow up.
That one had big-ass ramps.
Yeah, this one has no ramps. It's just rocks.
Oh,
and then a couple different paths, and you always want to take the one that the enemies aren't driving on, so you actually have a chance to regenerate your health. Otherwise, you won't make it to the end. They'll just plink your health away.
This game is only like 10 videos long, and we're tired of it.
Yeah.
It's so repetitive.
What's the last level? What?
If you watch the first 3 videos, you watch the entire LP. I'm sorry for everybody else.
Well, we're gonna finally get our skull back.
Ugly bitch, isn't she? Let's go home.
Monster! Come back here! I'm dead! Coming crazy like a
This entire game was just to get a little ornament for his Humvee. Or the Fun V, as they like to call it.
He's gonna mount it on the hood. It's gonna be his hood ornament.
Anyways,
and it's gonna kick ass.
If you go through that shutter in the previous level, you get 2 slightly different cutscenes that don't really matter, but here they are.
She has no family!
What the fuck?
Alright, so if you go the long way around, Wilder would die if it weren't a video game.
Right.
And Layla also would die if it weren't a video game, but they both probably survive.
Right.
And if you open the shutter, they're both in the helicopter, so it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Does Layla say anything in the middle of the helicopter fight
Nope.
if you go that route?
Nope. They act... Fiddy and everybody else just acts like Leela wasn't even there. Yeah.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah. It doesn't even really address her. She just hops in the helicopter and, well, it doesn't exist anymore. It's just Wilder shouting stuff, and it's the same stuff as always.
So long, 50.
50, no! No, 50!
My gang got her. An hour later, had her ass up in the Ramada. Them trick niggas in the ear saying they think about her. I got the bitch by the bar trying to get a drink about her. She like my style, she like my smile, she like the way I talk. She from the country, then she like me cause I'm from New York. I ain't that nigga trying to holler cause I want some head. I'm that nigga trying to holler cause I want some bread. I could care less how she perform when she in the bed. Bitch at that track, catch a date and come and pay the kid. Look baby, this is simple, you can't see. You fucking with me, you fucking with a P-I-M-P. I don't know what you heard about me.
So you're finally here. Is this some kind of sick joke?
What? What are you... What the...
You're a man? Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir. What the hell?